I am live. The internet can totally see me now. Or so this thing says. So maybe you can see me. Hello! Hello, hello! Hey, look, it's me! Hello! Hello! The internet can totally see me now. Oh yeah, and you can tell that a thing happened because my viewer count went to 0. Haha! Excellent! Good, good, good. You can't see me, refresh. You wouldn't hear that, but you know. Oops. Yes! You did! You did get redirected. It's magic! It's magic! It's magical new stream now. Send you to an entirely new video ID. Where's my beer? Woo! Yeah, see, when I start wooing, that's bad. That's a bad sign. Bad sign. Alright, let's get a hat spin. So yeah, if you can't see me, refresh. If you can't see this chat or hear me, well, maybe I didn't like it. Okay, so now we've got that. We can push buttons. I should put on my head noise. Head noise, where are you? Welcome back, everybody. We've gone from 30 to 22, so hopefully that's most of you made it over, and we can start. Oh, what should I do? Spring Breeze, I guess? All the food from blah blah blah. Spring Breeze. This seems like a good place. Yes. My first time playing. Guide. I didn't really want a guide. This is my first time playing, though. For all you first time players, here's how we play. This is the controller. I knew that. Oh, I pressed start. Okay, I'm good. Alright. I love you too. Well, see, you can see me, Super Fox 5, so, like, you don't apply. Alright, I got... Oh god. No, what? What? I want to... How do I eat you? I want to eat you. I guess that was not the approach. Ow. I wanted to... No, okay. I guess maybe I should have paid attention to that, like, how to play thing. I think for the record, I do think that the game was willing to offer me more help, and I pushed the button that was like, I don't want your freaking help. And now I'm like, well, maybe that was the wrong decision. But you know, whatever. You and your tutorials. Oh, he's gonna fall in the water. Goodbye! Oh. Warp Star! Hey, Walking Dead fan! I had never played the New Zealand story. No, I've never heard of that. I don't believe that it existed. Alright. No good. I want to eat you. Oh, he's like making bubbles now. Nice. Good job, Waddle Doo. Alright, let's make out, I guess is what we're doing there. I don't really fully understand that, but okay. Oh. Alright, giant cat, I ate you. Does pressing select help? I don't know. Start does the thing. Fire the beam by pressing Y. I don't know. No, select does not appear to do anything. Alright, tree. That's right. Take that, tree. Oh god, you're shooting popcorn kernels at me. Oh, my thumbnail's probably wrong, I just realized. Oh well. Mike, high five. No, this is not live, Jasmine. The pink you see here is not the same as the pink you see on other streaming sites. Here on this streaming site, you have to pretend to be playing games so that you can get away with drinking, telling funny stories, and having people throw money at you. So, yeah. Alright, let's do that. Oh god. Oh, wait, I'm that Kirby instead of the other Kirby. Oh god, that's spikes. Let's not hit the spikes. I'm like a punching machine now. I like my punching machine capabilities. It doesn't seem like they'd be very helpful to me in general, but, you know. Oh, there's a door. I think she doesn't spell with 2 S's anymore. That was her pre-copyright strike channel, so, you know. Oh, I'm Super Kirby. Ah, oh, god. Oh, go Kirby, be fast. What's going on? Okay, now I have another... I don't know what I'm doing at all. I did not give a Semyase shout out. I have many, like, Semyase has showed up in one of my streams, I think? Like, one of my early streams, like, very tipsy, and talked for a while, so... You're absolutely welcome to wear the fake boobs. Hello, Porphyrio Man. Porphyrio Man. I'm not finishing this game tonight. There's essentially no chance of that. I will only be playing for about another hour and 20 minutes, and I think it's unlikely that I will be finishing a Kirby game in an hour and 20 minutes. I think it is much more likely that I will not be finishing a Kirby game, especially given that I'm about to die. Alright, helper. You need to take him out. There we go. Nope. There we go. I'm just like, I'm gonna stay down here out of the way and let my helper thing take care of it, so. She might be here right now. I think it's unlikely, but it's possible. There's 3 of me. Wow. I'm gonna keep eating this cake because it's tasty. Mrs. CPG's a good cake buyer. Attack and fake attack. Don't you get fake attack too? I never get fake attack. Uh-oh. That was... I'm hit. You weren't hit. You just fell in a pit, you dumbass. I still have a second player, and I don't know, like, how that magically appeared. Not sure I like it. Alright, now I got Sir Kibble, who looks a lot like Meta Knight to me, but okay. Alright, let's do this. Spring Breeze. Alright, so our goal's gonna be to finish Spring Breeze tonight. Let's do that. Romania. That's right, Soybomb, you actually said that one of your favorite memories of YouTube gaming is when you got the Romania raid. You missed that. This is my most popular stream ever! My most popular stream ever, I wasn't even on the screen most of it, so... ¿Dónde está José? José está en su televisor y él no puede hablar contigo. I absolutely do not care at all about whether a stream is in 60 FPS or not. It makes no difference to me. I mean, for some games, I'm sure it makes sense to some people, but... Pooper. Oh, pooper. Yeah, so at one point, Soybomb got raided by, you know, a Romanian YouTuber who seems to thrive primarily on telling people to go, like, raid other people's channels. And so he had like 400 people spamming random Romanian insults in his chat for quite a while. Alright, so I lost my second player. This is not super useful. I need to, like, get through these. Alright. I mean, it's not just that it takes up bandwidth. I think I don't know. For me, it does not matter at all. But then again, I play retro games, so it's not like these games ever played it. I mean, I guess technically the Nintendo internal frame rate was like 57 frames per second or something like that, so I guess it did play at 60 FPS, but it's not like we really cared about that then, so... Mike, the greatest superpower, that's right. So yeah, Mike EL the Gamer is another streamer on YouTube Gaming and plays Super Mario Maker. But Mike, I don't even know what you play other than Super Mario Maker. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's all there is. You're just like a Super Mario Maker only guy, but I don't think so. I haven't gotten that impression from you. You don't seem like that kind of streamer. All right. Yeah, for me personally, like, I find that it's not just that 60 FPS takes up extra bandwidth, I actually find it... Yay! Cheers! Cheers! I'm not drinking vodka, though. Oh, that's right! I was in your Sonic the Hedgehog stream. You were playing it in, like, an Android emulation version via Blue something. I pretty much watch... so one of the games that I'm sub to on YouTube Gaming is Sonic the Hedgehog, so pretty much one of the things that I do is, like, I go to my games page and I'm like, ooh, Sonic! Like, hooray, I get to watch Sonic today. I wish that there was an easier way to just, like, browse games that people were playing by, like, platform. I've been using search for it instead, and what I found is actually that the YouTube gaming search, despite having this nice little like live section, is actually less good at finding live search terms. I don't know. I need to like file bugs and see if I can figure out what's up with that. But you know, I will sometimes search for. Ooh, I got a thing. All right, let's use my thing. All right, get out of here. I don't like you. Oh, well, I kind of wanted that star for myself. There we go. Snarly Charlie, what's up, playa? I use my thing like nobody's business, McCavity. Yeah, that's right. Yep. Yeah, it's not an emulator insofar as like you can use, you know, just install whatever APKs on it or whatever. You just have to buy them. But last stage, Mount DDD. Do I have to kill King DDD on Mount DDD? Because I feel like I should have to. All right. What's in here? Anything useful? King DDD is in here apparently. All right, let's just cheese this as much as we can. Cheese hardcore, cheese hardcore, do. Generally speaking, fake other people don't exist. Attack gets a lot of abuse, but that's mostly because Attack is a dick. And so, you know, he gets a lot of abuse because people don't really enjoy him. There was someone at one point who stole my user icon and, like, images from, like, thumbnails from some of my games, and was, like... They didn't use my name, but they were... Oh, my thing popped. I don't know what to do now. I can't swallow you. Well, that was not good. That did not help me. I'd say Attack gets a lot of hate watching. I mean, the people don't start out hate watching him. They just quickly get there. So I'm not really sure what that is. Is that the same thing? Alright, I am now a stone. Alright, now my helper's a stone. I want something for myself too, though. That is pretty amusing. Oh, now I have an umbrella. Alright, let's be Parasol. This seems like it's gonna do more damage to King DDD. Oh god. Oh, luckily my Parasol protected me. Oh god. Kill him! Yes! At one point I made an account that was Snap Click Cat, only I swapped the K and the C just to drive her crazy. Psycho Make, is your rat enjoying it? And yeah, absolutely, Super Fox 5. Like, the Virtual Console was a great idea. Oh, so I completed Spring Breeze. That was like the whole thing? So these like 5 different, like 6 or 7 different games, I have to beat all of them? Is that how that works? Dyna Blade is destroying all the crops. She must be stopped, master the different abilities, and defeat her. Okay. Sure. Good night, Soy. Take care. Don't know how to use the copy function. Push A to swallow. Oh, give me another enemy. Yep. Got it. Okay. Oh, I just figured out why this is going on. Okay, got it. The reason that I had a second player character playing is because I actually had I basically had 2 controllers plugged in and the keybinds were set up the same. So I was actually pushing, I was acting as if I was pushing every button on my main controller on both controllers at the same time. So, good night, Porforio Man. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great night. Okay, no more beer. Do not, if I go to leave and go get another beer, you people just be like, no, you do not do that, because I should not have another beer. Alright, so what is, I don't know. It's been a rough week for feeling like, so you've probably all noticed that I put a lot of effort and time and everything else like that into helping people do well on YouTube. I know that sometimes the system can seem unfair or anything else like that, and sometimes the system is unfair. I'm certain some of you know Tekinator. Tekinator has been repeatedly affected by what is essentially a YouTube bug that we haven't been able to deal with yet, and repeatedly receiving copyright or community guideline strikes. And that sucks. Like, you know, he's moved over to Twitch instead of YouTube for streaming, and I'm like, you know, of all the people who have complained about YouTube, you are the one who has the most reason to do anything about it. You know, YouTube is not intentionally, but sort of, you know, saying we can't have you here, you know, you can't stream here. But yeah, so I work really hard on taking care of, take care, have a great night, on taking care of all of, you know, you folks and anyone who's having problems on YouTube gaming, right? So I will, you know, help search out help articles, I will give people pointers to things or other things like that, and I do it all the time. And recently there's just been a lot of, you know, I happened to be hanging out in the chat of someone who was like, you know, talking about how, oh, I got the sword, okay. You know, the reason that he likes Beam is because on Beam, the Beam developers will hop into your chat and help you with, you know, debugging streaming issues. And I'm like, dude, I did that for you like 3 weeks ago. Like, I have the logs on Twitter of where you asked me to come in, and I gave you some feedback on what was wrong, and I, you know, offered you advice for what you should do in the future to fix it. Yeah, I mean, I didn't respond instantly, because, you know, there's only so much that anyone can do when a website has 12,000 people, you know, using it all the time, but it's not to say that I didn't help you at all, you know? And it's not just me either, yeah, absolutely, like, other developers, like, you're looking at YouTube Gaming is the product which I think has the most active developer support of any YouTube product. It is absolutely the case that, you know, we've put a lot of time and effort into building a community around it where, you know, most, like, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 of the developers are streamers themselves at this point. Between Barbara, Olive, and Mighty, I like Loomer, Vorporial sometimes, like there's just a Spiffy Mark and other people like that. There's just so many people here who are like an active part of the community, actively engaging, and to have people be like, oh, like, I really am happy about how Beam's developers really get involved. That's not to say anything bad about Beam. Beam does... Oh, well, that was stupid. I'm sure Beam does an excellent job. But, you know, at the same time, you're talking about people who have gotten the red carpet rolled out for them as far as YouTube goes, right? You're talking about people who've got features like sponsorship and verification and other things like that that normally would require a lot more, and it's okay that, like, YouTube isn't working out for me. It's okay that YouTube isn't the best platform for me. It's 100% fine to say that. Like, Beam is a better platform for XYZ reason. I'm finding better engagement. I'm finding better whatever. Like, I can't figure out why my views and everything else like that are going down. I can't figure out anything else like that. All of that is fine. Like, 100% reasonable. I cannot offer you any advice on growing a channel other than, like, it is working for me. So, like, I can't meaningfully comment on that. But what I can meaningfully comment on is, you know, the developer interaction piece, because frankly, we've got a shit ton of developers who are interacting with you. You're hearing from us. You know, in some cases, you've met us at places like VidCon and other things like that. You know, it hurts a little bit to hear, like, I like Beam because the developers are involved. I mean, yeah, they're a little bit more involved because there's only 150 streamers, not 10,000, but, you know, it's not to say that YouTube devs aren't pretty involved. It hurts a little bit. I mean, like, looking at the lower viewership, you can say, like, I'm going to be the top 10% streamer on Beam, right? Like, it is totally reasonable to say, I think that I have an approach and whatever else like that is going to be successful. It should be successful on YouTube, but it's not working, and I think Beam will. And there's no reason that I can't start out now, build a viewership of 20 people, and just grow that as the site grows. And even if you think the site's only going to get 10 times bigger, which I think it would be foolish to think that it won't get 10 times bigger given the Microsoft acquisition, you know, that's going to turn into 200 viewers if you can maintain that portion of the viewer base. Now, I think that realistically no one maintains a portion of the viewer base like that when a website grows significantly, but I can understand how there's a thought that, like, oh, this is going to be really effective for me, so... Yeah, I have no idea whether that's YouTube gaming or anything else like that. I certainly know gaming is a huge and, you know, huge category for YouTube. It's a huge category for live, so that much I can say. Yeah, and again, I don't have any problem, I don't want to say anything bad about other streaming services because I think it is 100% legit to say, I think that Beam will work better for me. Cool, great. But saying, like, Beam will work better for me because the devs pay attention to me there is like, come on. It's just, that's the part that gets me. Look at that. How about that, huh? Yeah? Yeah? You like that? Seems to be stuck. Oh no, okay, there we go. Yeah, exactly that. Exactly. And I will admit that like I am even fine with saying like I can't figure it out. Like I've done everything I can and I can't figure it out. There are certainly people who I have seen, you know, have significant growth and then it goes away, and that can be difficult, right? If Stat Tomorrow showed up to YouTube and suddenly was only getting 100 viewers for No Man's Sky again, I wouldn't have a good answer for him on why. And these types of things do happen. I see them from other streamers. So I think it's okay to say, I can't figure out why I'm not growing on YouTube. I've looked at everything I know how to look at, and I just can't figure it out. Like, that's okay. I don't have a problem with that. But I think it's a little bit... I just feel like blaming lack of developer access for that is where I draw the line. And it's okay to give up because you're not. It's okay to give up because you're not growing. It's okay to give up because you're not seeing the success you want. I have encouraged people to stop. You know, people are like, I'm really unhappy on YouTube, and I've been doing this for 3 years, and I don't see the growth, and I don't see anything else like that. Like, and you know, I've joined 4 different networks, and none of them have helped me grow, and blah blah blah. Oh, speaking of which, I got an email from BBN TV trying to recruit me. I'm kind of curious to talk to them and just understand what they think their value prop is. They're like, we get people 37% more viewership from, you know, doing X, Y, and Z, and I want to kind of understand what they like. I don't care about the money, right? Like the money from advertising or whatever else like that is tiny. Granted, they're probably not part of fan funding, so that would be a problem for that piece of it. But ignoring that. You know, what is a value prop for decent MCN actually look like? What can you offer? What do you get? What do I get? Yeah, well, and this is part of the thing, right? It's more like if you get high concurrence for if you get high concurrence for, you know, a month or 2 months or 3 months, and then they go away. You know, if you steadily grow from December to April and then suddenly it stops, if you are seeing, you know, less viewership or other things like that, I can understand how it can be difficult to look at that and be objective. And if your complaint was going to be, I can't figure out anyone who will tell me why I'm not growing on YouTube, or I don't have the visibility and to figure out how to grow on YouTube, that I would 100% agree with, right? Like, I have a really hard time figuring out where people are discovering me, where people are finding me, where people are doing anything else like that, because it's not easy. It's not an easy thing to figure out. It doesn't bother me much because my goal here is to have fun, frankly. I was actually talking to someone at work today and, you know, commenting. He's like, I want artisanal, hand-picked streamers, you know, people who aren't gaming the algorithm, you know, better than No Man's Sky, Kirby's Adventure, better than No Man's Sky, you know, it's not the thing that people want. So, hello, Philly, welcome. But yeah, so I think that it's in some cases, yes, there's high expectations, like, I am getting this and I expect it to continue even though I don't know how it got there in the first place. You know, I feel pretty confident in how my channel has grown. And I know this is YouTube meta talk, and I'm sorry if this bores you guys, I can shut up. But I feel confident how this channel has grown because it's the community that we've built together. It's the community of retro gaming, of regular schedules, of other things like that you guys know when to be here, know when to expect me. I get people who are asking me, you know, which retro game are you playing tonight? Nines has finally figured out how time zones work and can say my schedule by heart. You know, it's great. And I love having you guys here. I love the fact that I've built a community with, you know, Snap Click Cat and Soy Bomb, that I can look around and find other retro streamers regularly that, you know, I can recommend people to other people. I can recommend Stingray on Sunday and everything else like that. You know, and Escape Route British is a little bit less, you know, in that realm, but still, you know. Snoibomb. That's right. Snoibomb is a great streamer. Extreme Gamer Chris! I was just commenting to Jose how I never see you anymore, and you're back! Where have you been, my friend? Did you, like, leave school and therefore had no internet or something? Is that how it worked? I feel like that's how it worked. Yeah, so for a while I always caught ERB doing retro, but... everywhere but here, apparently. Well, now he's here, so that's all that matters. Welcome back, Extreme Gamer Chris, long time no see. As I was looking at my puzzle stream and seeing you in the comments, I was like, I haven't seen Extreme Gamer Chris in ages, so I'm happy to have you back. Welcome, welcome. Shortly after this 1-year anniversary of YouTube gaming, it's good to have you around. Take care, AWOL. I hope you got your laundry done. And thanks for hanging out. And for, you know, yelling at the appropriate people so that next time I don't have to spend my Saturday morning yelling at someone else. Gotcha. Well, I'm glad to have you back, Extreme Gamer Chris. Yeah, I mean, I also hear, oh my gosh, I hear so much, like, whatever. I don't want to mention the word. It starts with an A and ends with an ithm, and I'm so tired of it. Like, build a community. Build a set of friends. You can do other things, but that's what I want to do. And I think you folks are my friends. It's good to have all of you here. That's all there's to it. Good to have you here. All a give them. I'm gonna go with all a give them. Let's shoot me. How do I? No, can't do anything. Okay. When I say I'll give them, what I mean is don't. I have sword! Hear me roar! But yeah, I think if your channel grew without you doing anything that you understood in order to grow it, then don't be surprised if you come back the next week and it is also shrunk without you doing anything to shrink it. I mean, I think that's what it comes down to. So some people are like, I don't know how I grew, I don't know what it was, but I grew and now I'm not growing anymore. It's like, well, yeah, that kind of things. Yeah, gaming the algorithm is things like, you know, people who are playing Subnautica and their title is Better Than No Man's Sky? Subnautica! Like, that's clearly trying to play off of some, I mean, maybe you really just think this game is better than No Man's Sky, and you've been playing No Man's Sky for the past month or whatever, and that's just how you feel. But for some people, it's, I don't know what that is. I, like, shined on him with a flashlight. Get out of here. Oh my gosh. I don't like this being stone thing. And like all caps titles and clickbaity thumbnails, you know, I mean, if you're gonna put a pretty girl in your thumbnail, you better have a pretty girl in your video or I'm gonna have some problems. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't wanna beat up anybody in particular. I don't want to do anything else like that. And the other thing is, like, I'm not gonna say like, hey, you've been doing YouTube for a long time. You know it better than I do. Like, I'm lucky enough that this isn't my living. This isn't something I have to worry about. Like, you know, if it fails, I don't eat this month, right? So I don't have any room to talk to pretty much anybody about how they run their YouTube channel. And I can only offer advice on what I see, which is that you folks support me a lot, and I appreciate it so much. It means so much to me that I've been able to build a community that supports me the way that they do. But, you know, I don't do it by doing anything, for the most part, that's sneaky. You know, I get great viewership on playing games people have never heard of. I get great people here playing retro games. I get great, you know, all these things, and I'm so lucky to have all of you people here, so... What are some Gene Wilder movies? Crispy Bacon, good to see you, happy morning. Alright. Oh, I did badly on that. Oh, excuse me. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. What else is there? I mean, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is definitely a favorite of mine. I remember reading the book when I was a kid. Okay, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is definitely my favorite of those. Do I want to be this? I don't want to be that. Well, do that. I'll go with that. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is my favorite then. Of those three, 100%. Oh god. Person seems to be flying. Person, bird, whatever. Oh god. You can't hit me. That's correct. Hitting is bad. Oh no! Oh no! That was stupid. Take care, Crispy Bacon! Have fun. Okay, so we're done with the YouTube meta talk. Sorry. I just had to... It's been making me sad because people are like, you know... YouTube devs don't care. And I think anyone who's been around the YTG fam for the past year knows that if there's one thing that I think it's kind of unfair to say, both about me and the general, like, YouTube developers, YouTube gaming developers, is, like, the idea that we don't care. We may not be able to do anything, but we care. I want my friggin' star! How do I get out? Well, I can't, and now I lost my star. Yeah, is it raining? Is it snowing? Is a hurricane blowing? Not a single light is showing, and I'm certainly not showing any signs that they are snowing. Oh crap, I need to stop swallowing and trying to copy those things because it's not working. Just need to... Ah, alright, that's fine. Stop the boat! That was so creepy. Yeah. Stop swallowing. Stop swallowing and blow. That's definitely, yep, you got it. Oh, I hit him and it didn't hit him. Are you saying I should age restrict my video? Oh, god damn it. Ow. Alright. Yeah, I know, I caught one of them and I tried to spit it at him and I guess I spit it at a bad time or in a bad place or something and... Oh crap, I was trying to grab it and I was just a bit too late. Alright, let's Alright. Suck, blow, dodge, fly. I'll just keep my sword this time, how about that? Nope. I'm halfway down on not doing that. Sounds about right. Do I see myself streaming for a long time? I hope so. I generally have like a 6-month horizon on hobbies, but I'm hopeful that the addition of the new computer is kind of, you know, taking it up a notch for me. I've also been kind of, I think, moving away from that. I did kind of the drone stuff for a year and a half or so. It would definitely never be my full-time job. There's just no way I can make enough money. I've even super successful streamers, which I will never be based on the investment that I have. There's just, I mean, the reality is that I would much rather, the reality is that I have less to contribute as a streamer than I do as a, like, software developer who helps develop tools for streamers. I have less to share as a, you know, broadcaster than I do in helping broadcasters and other things like that. I mean, the reality is I have no intention of putting in the effort that it would take to, you know, get to that point. So it's not about like, oh, you know, when you become big. I'm not gonna become big. I'll be moderately sized, but I'm not going to be, you know. Welcome back, Born. Okay. So what am I doing now? I don't understand. There's like a timer counting down, so I assume I'm supposed to go fast. So I'll go fast. Alright, now I got a yo-yo. That's good, maybe. Nope. So keep in mind, doing it for a living is one thing. Doing it for more than I can make doing, like... So one, I live in an expensive area with a family, with a daughter who's going to expensive college, and another daughter who I would like to send to an equally expensive college because, you know, I want to be fair. And so my needs for finances are much more significant than other people would be. So I'm not saying it's not possible to make money, but to compare it to, like, you know, whatever I do, like, just to be clear, doing software development is very simple for me to go just about anywhere and make $125 an hour for as many hours per, you know, day as I feel like playing. Yep. How to make money on YouTube is basically you don't make it on YouTube. But you have to keep, no, so viral videos are the types of things that happen by accident. Becoming a top YouTuber is not something that happens by accident. It happens with dedicated hard work that I don't have any, like, plan to do. So I'm not saying so one, I don't actually think that I could become a top YouTuber because I think it requires a personality that I don't have. But even if I did think that I could do that, I'm not trying. I'm not interested in it because I have, oh crap, I should not have done that. I meant to swallow that star or not. Alright, get away from me, god damn it. Yeah. But yeah, I have a super successful career doing things that I love. I have a super fun hobby and community I've built with people that I enjoy spending time with. I don't see any reason why I would want to change that. I don't have any need to become a full-time YouTuber because that's not what it's about. It's about having a community, it's about having friends, it's about being able to, you know, relax and chill out and do something that is an enjoyable hobby. So I don't want to be like, if I had 1 million subs tomorrow, I don't think that I would change what I do in the slightest. I would still be here playing games twice a week, and that's all there would be to it. So yeah, if the question is, would you, you know, do I see myself doing this full-time? No. I am doing nothing that I would need to do in order to do it full-time. I'm not committed to it. I have no intention of being committed to it. I don't actually think that I am temperamentally someone who would be good at it. I think that I have cool stories to share that I'm happy to share, but I think that a lot of them end up being in a niche that I don't think appeals to a broad set of people. And I think it's also the case that, you know, I keep saying, like, you want to look at someone who I think has the ability to be successful doing YouTube. Look at someone like Stat. Stat has built up an audience of more than 100 people watching his shit, you know, daily, on 5 separate games. Like 5 separate occasions. He's got a ton of different people. You know, I was just watching a kid earlier today. Kid's got like 3 million subs. He was playing Minecraft. He had 10,000 people watching him on YouTube gaming. And he has a personality type that isn't like mine. And that's okay. Like, I don't want to alter my personality type. I don't want to be PewDiePie. So nice sock sponsor. But yeah, like, just talking about making, like, is it possible to make a living on YouTube? Yes. Is it possible to make a living like I do now on YouTube? Not in a, I mean, real, not for me. I'm not gonna say it's not possible for anyone, but it's not possible for me. No, well, Stat did have 10,000 viewers last week on the day No Man's Sky started, but I was talking about another broadcaster who's got about 3 million subs. And he, I guess, just moved over from Twitch, so he's got sponsorship, and this is who I was helping some guy in the YouTube gaming Discord debug Nightbot. This is the guy who's like, Nightbot's so slow, and it turned out Nightbot wasn't slow, it just wasn't doing anything because he misconfigured it. So it's like, yeah, slow is not the way I described that. I mean, you guys can see me when I, like, invite a friend over to play games with me. When Blue streamed with me, I think was, I mean, it was just awesome. God damn it. It's not. Oh, absolutely. I'm not saying I'm a bad streamer. I think I'm not. I think I'm a great streamer. I think I'm a great niche streamer, though. I think that if you look around and compare to the types of people who draw really large audiences, I think there's actually a very strong similarity between a lot of these personality types. They are either super enthusiastic and energetic in ways that people find entertaining, or they're super chill that people find in ways that people find entertaining. I think that if you look at, you know, One Shot Girl and Stat, and, you know, Kang Gaming, I think you're going to find more similarities between them than you find differences between them. Um, yes, that is exactly what I want. Cowdizzle is 100% right. So yeah, Kang is chill. Stat is chill. Madamus is chill in a different way. I prefer to watch me over Kang too, but I'm not. But you have to keep in mind that we are not the norm. Like, the people who are here are almost exclusively streamers. And so I think that I've actually created a set of content that applies and is interesting to a set of people. But I think that set of people is not everybody. And I know that, and I'm okay with that. I don't want to be for everybody. And I could adjust, you know, things that I do in order to be more generally interesting, but it would mean things like doing things like not talking about the fact that I freely give out naked pictures of myself. It would mean doing like you know, there's lots of silly things I do that are turnoffs to a small number of people, and so it is not at all like, you know. And I'm not being exclusive here, and I'm not attempting to. I'm just saying that I think that I've created a set of content which is largely targeted at streamer. I mean, I do it for more than shits and giggles, but I think that's totally reasonable, Psycho Mike. I agree that no one ever plays Saturn games. Yeah, sure. I mean, hey, just to be clear, there are lots of people who succeed in lots of different ways. But I hear this all the time from people. I see this all the time from, like, people who are, like, you know, they go to every channel they're in. Every channel I go to, there is someone who is there saying, you should have 1 million subs. Doesn't matter if the person has, you know, 10,000 or 10. There's always one of the viewers there who's like, you should have 10,000 subs. Subs. You should have 1 million subs. Everyone's like, you should have 1 million subs. And I'm like, no, I shouldn't. Like, I haven't done anything that would earn me 1 million subs. I have a particular thing that works well for you, and you enjoy, and I'm happy to have you here. I am super happy to be, like, in a community where I have all of this great support. Whether it's financial or viewership, whether it's, you know, meeting in person or sharing stories, whether it's, you know, keeping me entertained as I continue to die over and over again in Kirby, I love all of it. I love it so much. It has been such a fun year to do all these things. But I shouldn't have 1 million subs. I shouldn't. I do not have the type of personality that attracts that kind of viewership. I cannot get past this goddamn part. The dreams you have are on point. And frankly, I see people who say, like, you should have 1 million subs to attack. Who, frankly, I'm not convinced should have 32,000 subs. I don't get it. The thing I don't understand. He fits none of the criteria that I think of as being popular. He's just kind of a jerk to lots of people. Hey, Pizza the Gut, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Excuse my random rantiness about subs. So yeah, I feel very strongly, like, when I say I should not have 1 million subs, or I couldn't do this full time because X, Y, or Z, I'm not saying that in the typical sense of, like, oh, you know, I'm beating myself up, I'm just not that good, blah, blah, blah. I've spent a lot of time watching various YouTube gaming streamers. I have a generally decent idea of what it takes to be successful, and I don't want to do it. I don't want to have content like that. I don't want to have, you know, put in time and effort like that. I enjoy my job, and frankly, I'm a good software developer, and that's what I want to do. Kirby is flying back toward us. Main cannon's ready. Shall we blast him? Alright, shoot him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They hit me. Oh, it's no problem, Taco Bane. The cavity cat? No. I work on video infrastructure, man. My job is to make sure your videos do not buffer. And more specifically, my job is to make sure that when they do buffer, someone knows about it. So. Yeah, everyone's like, oh, I want them. Oh, also, Jose, we had been asking, or we had been wondering if they worked on other people's streams, and the answer is yes. And this is considered a good thing because then people get excited about the fact that, like, you know, if I just subscribe to, you know, Jose, then I get to use his little Pikachu emoji, and so, like, that's why they're there. So they're seen as a retention tool, because, or a, you know, retention of viewership tool, because people will use them in other streams, and they're like, oh, where'd you get that cool emoji? Like, oh, I'm subbed to Jose, so I get that cool emote. So yeah, that at least explains a little bit of what the excitement is. Like, I always wondered, like, what it, like, here, you know, you have the little sponsor icon in the chat, but only when you're in that person's stream, and we obviously can't put, like, 30 little icons next to my picture when I'm, you know, chatting everywhere, so. But yeah, I mean, I think I can do more good for the world, both as a software developer. I think I will earn more money that way, and I think that I will be able to use the things that I learn and the efforts and everything else like that to make the world a better place. I feel like Live Stream Alerts is doing something good for some of the streamers who are around. I know that when I launched it, Game Dojo basically said, like, wow, you really paid the bills for yourself tonight. I mean, obviously I didn't have bills. We were talking at the time about, like, what funding techniques would be, because Game Dojo has long thought that I deserve, you know, more explicit recognition for what I do, and I've explained, like, well, part of this is my job, you know, working for YouTube, and there's some issues with that, so. Yeah, I mean, the only problem, Taco Bane, is that, you know, if it doesn't become to each their own, if it becomes something that is, you know, not optional because that's part of the platform, then it becomes more difficult. I wonder how emojis work on IRC for Twitter. Yeah, that I think is a reasonable desire. But I think it goes to the fact that YouTube is really bad at doing anything not public. I mean, not bad as in, like, oh, you know, we don't meet your privacy whatevers or anything else like that, but we haven't really figured out a world in which that kind of model makes sense. I mean, but the reality is that the sponsorship program is essentially part of, it is paid content, right? Like, that's the whole point. So I think that competing with paid content is actually not, actually, I wonder if you you can just do that. I wonder if you could... Alright, let's go in here. Oops. I guess that didn't work. Alright, so that was pretty fail. Yeah, I think that that's gotten slightly better recently, Mike. So we recently launched... It's gonna hurt me again? Yeah. Oh, it's on my star. Back. Oh, god damn it. I am an evil AI. Alright, so what do I have to do here? I don't get it. Oh, I have to be fire. There we go. Nope. Oh god. Oh, okay, that did not work out the way I wanted. So have we all decided I'm an evil AI now? Alright, so what do we got now? Feels like another bird fighting stage? Is that what it is? Remain calm, let's come up with a plan. Get Kirby, now! That's not much of a plan. Yeah, so I mean, I think that YouTube recently launched partner support for all, which I think changes a little bit of the equation around who... Oh, I guess that was a pit and not like another path. So that means that basically anyone can email YouTube and get a 1 business day response to, you know, a question. I think that's a very different situation than we were in a year ago, and I feel like that has made my need to respond directly to people about things that are, you know, real issues that people are facing just so much less that I'm very happy about it. Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know, I'm gonna get through these, I can't time it right, but it just doesn't hurt me, so... Never played Super Metroid. Yeah, so I think that being able to email YouTube and get a response, even though they're kind of, like, a lot of them are form responses, especially for issues around copyright because of legal reasons and other things like that. But they're all, like, we have hundreds of form responses because we deal with tons of requests and everything else like that. And that's a thing that, like, even before, you wouldn't have even gotten the form response. There's just no one you could ask. The only thing you could do would be to, like, post on a YouTube forum or something else like that. And that's not really... Well, okay. There's, like, these boss enemies and I can just swallow them? That seems... Later, McCavity Cat. Have a great night. Have fun with the stream. P-Day Pan FOMO. Yes, P-Day Pan Momo. You can find out where your $80 went. That is true. Well, you can ask. They'll try to answer. I asked that question at one point, and the answer was, we'll get back to you. 6 months later, I eventually gave up. And then a year and a half later, I was having a random conversation with someone in a hallway, and I was like, oh, that's where my $400 went. Oh, Mofo, sorry. PD Fan Mofo. Pite Pan Mofo. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Cowabunga. Yeah, so you search for YouTube partner support. There's a Help Center article that talks about it. If you have monetization enabled on your channel at all, you can send an email to YouTube and they will talk back to you. Miss Rebel. Yeah, Twitter's not a great, like... Twitter, we try for anything that's scaled, but for personal stuff, I mean, this is really what partner support is for. So for anything where you're like, I want an answer to this issue, you really want, like, I need a personalized answer to this issue as opposed to I would like to inform YouTube that something is drastically broken that 1,000 other people are also going to be answering. You really want to contact partner support. I mean, that's what it's for. And just before, it was only available to people with more than 15,000 watch hours, and now anyone can have it, so. Never heard the name Paco. The Incredible Paco? Never heard of the Incredible Paco? The Incredible Paco is a great Super Mario Maker player. Songs and such? What? I'm so confused. YouTube partner support. Search it. Miss Rebel, happy to see you here. I'm gonna call your eggplant Paco. Paco's not an H1Z1 man though. You gotta let the man do what the man's gonna do. Alright, get out of here. I don't know what is going on, but I want to win, and I'm not doing that. Well, Cowabunga, I think, was, although it was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing, it was also just a general... Kirby will be torched. Ha 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 home. No, I don't want that. That's fine. I don't think this is going well. This looks bad. Yeah, that was bad. Saw that going wrong a mile away, but did nothing about it. Oh god. I'm getting thrown by a hand. Well, I don't like this boss at all. This is not going well. I should do a stream where I find the new NES games that people still make and I play them. That's not impossible. I mean, the biggest thing is, of course, that I don't actually have an NES, so it depends on how they're willing to get their games out there. I don't know how people who are developing new NES games do stuff, so. Stat Kardashian naked. Sounds good. Okay, I think if this continues, like, right where I was, I will keep playing, but if it's gonna send me back to the beginning of the level... No, it's gonna push me back. Okay. But yeah, well, so I know Battle Kid, I've heard of it. I don't know if you can just buy a ROM or if you have to buy something like hardware. But yeah, I mean, people generally have this impression that YouTube is full of, like, you know, AIs and robots and everything else like that. And the reality is that for some things, it seems that way on purpose because YouTube intentionally can't get involved. YouTube can't make decisions about copyright. In fact, makes no decisions about copyright. With the exception of like 4 videos where they've said we will defend, like, we will put up $1 million and defend your right in court to have this video on YouTube. YouTube just doesn't do copyright because if they did, it becomes a real problem for them or whatever. So, and so I'm making no progress here. So like sometimes YouTube has to be impersonal and AI and garbagey and everything else like that. But that's why, like, you know, that makes it all the more important for us to reach out and be, you know, as reasonable as we can be in all other areas. And so with partner support being available now to everybody, I think it's pretty cool, so. Because basically, before, you just couldn't get answers to things. Okay, that is not doing any good. How do I do damage to this thing? I have to hit this? Okay, there we go. no, the main cannon has been destroyed. That's true. By me. Kirby is heading towards the left wing. That's right, I am, I guess. I feel like I'm heading towards the right, but whatever. And the reality is that, like, it's pretty rare, and I'm not saying impossible, but it's pretty rare that illegitimate content ID claims can't be resolved just via the dispute system. It might take longer, but like, if you dispute something and the content ID holder does nothing, then the claim goes away in 30 days. And if you dispute something and they uphold it, then you have the ability to appeal, and they have to, like, actually issue a strike and takedown in order to cause that to not happen, at which point, you know, they're issuing a strike, and that is something that people don't just do willy-nilly. It's a real thing, so. No, I wanted to eat you, not get eaten by you. Okay, apparently I can't eat you. No, I don't want to get eaten by you, I just said that. Yeah, I mean, I think Mike is talking about disputing things that are not legitimate, right? That are claims for things that shouldn't be or whatever. So, if you're uploading someone else's leg, I will almost certainly get claims for this because Kirby Music is probably claimed by Nintendo, and I wouldn't dispute that. That's their right. But on the other hand, if I saw that, you know, some techno track that remixed the Kirby soundtrack makes a claim on it, then I would. Are you go against that? Oh, god damn it! Stupid. I don't think this is supposed to be like a main enemy. This is supposed to be like an easy, you know, mini boss. And I'm like, I don't have any items and I can't catch your stupid ice things. What's tomorrow, Miss Rebel? That did not work like I had hoped it would. There, get out of here. Oh, I have to suck you up. There we go. Now I am ice. Yeah, I do not own this song. Like, I am clearly not infringing copyright. Look, I've said I don't own the song. Like, that's... Uh-oh, we're gonna lose balance. Lower the sail, increase right wing power. Alright, what do I have to do now? I don't know what to do. Ow! Okay, that was not the thing to do. I have not tried spicy Mexican candy, no. Alright, so once we finish this round thing, I think that this is going to be it, this ship thing. So, thank you folks all for hanging out and continuing to hang out with me as I make my way through the end of this set of levels. I forget when I play something other than Star Fox, you know, play Kirby, play other things. It's Retro Night here with CPG. Gotcha, Miss Rebel. So here's the thing. You can keep chatting even when I'm not here because like the new, like I'm streaming with Stream Now and the chat never goes away. So you guys can just keep talking all night long. I mean, I guess I could just like put on some music and stream me sitting at a computer. We'll raid, we'll keep talking somewhere else. That's the whole point. You got the old YTG fam, man. My first 7 streams had no people. Well, no, my first 7 streams, there was one that had a person. Yeah, you've got to bring your own viewers for the start, you know? You've got to find a way to build up a social following. You've got to use Twitter and other things like that. But don't be worried that just because your first or second or third stream didn't have people, that you'll never get viewers. I think my 6th or 7th stream had like 7 people in it, when I streamed, my first like real scheduled, planned ahead of time stream was on a 24-hour stream for Extra Life, and on average I had about 2 viewers for the entire 24 hours. I had some high points in there, but there was also points when I had no one watching for hours. Just played video games, talking to myself. I know, it doesn't use super effects. I didn't really, Yoshi's Island didn't appeal, I wanted to do Kirby. There you go. Die, lobster thing. Major damage to right wing. I'm going under the ship. I am? Okay. Cool. Oh! I was trying to go under the ship! I guess that's too far under. Yeah, well now I got nothing, so, you know. My sword efforts have gone to waste. There's a sword guy there, but I missed him. Oh wait. There we go. Now I got sword. I mean, I think we've had like 5 or 7 people, like somewhere between 5 and 7 people stop by tonight who were not part of raids, not part of anything else like that. They just came because they were like, oh, Star Fox, that was like the game of my youth or whatever else like that. So I think these things definitely do happen. It is certainly, you know, something that takes time, and in order to be seen, you're going to have to grow some audience so that people will actually see you. I know that, for example, the reason that ChrisPlaysGames.com is a website is because I needed a way to find my YouTube channel. I couldn't find it in YouTube search, so I registered ChrisPlaysGames.com just so I could link to my YouTube channel so I could actually see it. What's going on here? faster. There you go. Oops. I mean, the reality is, Born Depressed, like, you are, I think Born Depressed is actually pretty good at a lot of the things that it takes to stream. I think he's been doing really good about, like, the way he handles, the way he talks, even when there's no one, effectively no one there. But you gotta slow your roll, man. You gotta slowly grow. You're gonna see a lot of streams, especially at the start, where you should not be surprised to find that there's just no one watching. And I still get that. Like, I still, even now, will occasionally be like, okay, no one's talking, like, I don't know what to do, is anybody even still there, hello? It's much more rare than it used to be, but it still happens to me, so. Alright, so I have to get through there really fast, I guess. Oh, is there a way to play against friends? I'm gonna be like this Kirby. Kirby seems to run faster. Probably just perception, but there we go. Alright, so this opens this. Ah! No, that doesn't help me at all. Okay, so I have to hit this button. Then this button, run fast. Nope. Hit this button, then this button, run fast. Nope. No, it's not just you. It absolutely happens to most of us. I don't know about all, but many of us. Ah! Alright. The beetle power charges forward. Oh, this one charges. Oh, okay. Okay. Wait, but I hit this button. Button. Oh. I have to hit this. Hit this. Ah. Stop being so slow, game. Down, get this, do this, back this way, and then through here. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that information about the charge, because I probably would have been there a long time trying to do that legit, and it was not going well for me, so I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Alright, can't go that way right now. Yo-yo, I want my Charlie thing back. Okay, so I need reflect lasers. That's not what this is. Alright. Go ahead. Shoot me. Oh, that was too close. Okay, so I have to have these reflect lasers shoot this thing. Let's grab my bombs. Alright, cool. There you go. Alright, now what? Oh, crap. Yeah, Born Depressed, I think your tone, your approach, everything else like that are pretty solid. I wouldn't worry about it. It takes time to build an audience. You know, I started out my first few streams, I had nobody watching. I built a lot of the community that I have from interacting in the community and built a social following. Before I even started actually streaming, I had 57 subs just from talking to people in chat and other things like that. So, you know, be friendly. Make sure that people are aware that you plan to stream when it's appropriate, and you know, you'll get what you're gonna. Yeah, you've already gotten rated, which is not a thing that really even existed when I started streaming for the first couple times. So, I did do it. Thank you, Miss Rebel. Well, I did it and then I immediately died. That's not exactly what I was hoping to do, but... Alright, come on, I want to finish this ship thing, so... Once we do that, we'll move on and we can go hang out with Cowdizzle and, McCavity or something. Come on, baby. Oh, I just realized my emulator is actually running slower than 60 frames per second on this one, so the emulator is actually slow enough to be a problem. Well, that sucks to the nines. I hate cleaning those up. God damn it! Oh, no! Fuck. I mean, it's funny to you because you don't have to clean it up, because Mrs. Nines is at home and you're at work. So really, I guess I should be apologizing to Mrs. Nines. There we go. Alright, come on, let's go. Yes, I mean, well, YouTube famous is something I think almost no one's capable of, so I think that people think YouTube famous and they think Markiplier and they think you know, Boogie and they think you know, all these huge super famous people, or even like Anaconda or I don't know, everyone, and the reality is that these people all have personalities that I think and dedication and everything else like that it is really hard to match. It is really hard to match. It requires good luck, good timing, good skills, and a huge, you know, social interaction. So I think you can become YouTube successful, where success is defined as, you know, creating content routinely, making money off of it, you know, sharing it with other people, without being YouTube famous. And I think that's an interesting difference. I think you have every ability. I think you have every ability, Born Depressed, to be YouTube successful. But there's a difference between YouTube famous. That and YouTube famous. I won, I think. Is that it? Did I defeat this whole ship thing? Can't control myself here, so that's good, bad, ugly. Get out of there, Kirby! I mean, I absolutely make more money than channels with 100,000 subs. Oh crap. I mean, think about it in terms of quality content. Think about it in terms of creating community that can support you. Think about it in terms of creating something awesome. So. I mean, not much work for writers other than... okay. I'm too tired to have that argument. I appreciate what you're saying, and I see why it feels that way to you. I think that it's unreasonable. I think that the reality is that if you can be a successful YouTuber, you can be a successful many other things as well. That's just the reality. Not easily, necessarily, and not necessarily making a ton of money, but there's a lot of other things you can do. Because being a successful YouTuber requires skills that you can turn into other things. I think I won? Yeah? I didn't beat the game, but I did pretty good for, you know, starting this an hour and a half ago. I'll take it. I did not. Congratulations. Have you self-published any of them? Have you... Alright, that is it for Kirby tonight. I'm just gonna check out what the landscape looks like this evening. See what we got going on here. Oh, I don't want to do Dead by Daylight. You know what I want to watch? Thanks, Pizza the Gut, Jose Angel, Snap Click Cat, Cow Dizzle. I don't want to watch Dead by Daylight, Cow. I know you want to go there. Taco Bane, Bored Depressed, Cow Dizzle, to the nines. I know. Okay, so here's the thing. McCavity Cat was here earlier. He hasn't streamed in ages. He is up playing now. Oh, he's playing CS:GO. He's not even playing Dead by Daylight. Yeah, I'm not watching CS:GO. So if you guys like McCavity Cat, his game title's wrong. Sorry. McCavity Cat is playing CS:GO, but I'm not gonna watch that. I don't like CS:GO. Yeah, I don't know what that is, Snap Click Cat. That's weird. I'll see if I can figure out what's up with that. I'm gonna watch Rise of the Tomb Raider. But I'm gonna watch Rise of the Tomb Raider, so Typhoon is playing Rise of the Tomb Raider. So if you guys want to hang out with me, you can wander over, hang out with Typhoon. If you guys want to go with Cow Dizzle, go watch McCavity Cat. I miss him streaming, but I'm not a big CS:GO person. So that's it for me. Thank you all for coming this Friday. I don't know what we're going to be playing, so you know, you guys can shout me out on Twitter or something else like that and be like, hey, this is the game you need to play. There's tons of cool stuff we could play. Braid or Transistor. We did Braid, but we could do Transistor or Bastion. We could do, but I have like a long list of like 70 indie games. So yeah. Anyway, let me know if you guys have ideas. Other than that, thank you very much. Have a great night. The cake was still good, actually. I'm gonna have another slice of it once I'm done. So, just a reminder for those who didn't see it, this is what's left of the YouTube happy birthday cake. Still here. Yeah. Other than that, have a great night, and I'll see anyone who can make it on Friday. Bye bye.
Oh my god, that was a lucky jump. Holy crap. What the fuck? I couldn't see. I was mashing the X button anyway.